How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Happy opening day eve. As you are listening to this, less than 24 hours, unless you are one of the very first people to watch this very special episode of NAISB. My name is Reagan Harrell, former pretty average punter at Weber National University, as former All-American shortstop for the Midland Warriors. Carly Fitzer. Carly, softball season is here, and we are talking about four. That's right. Four. It's like season four conferences, our last conference preview. We got a couple conferences we didn't get to, but we may get to them. We'll see if you request them. If we didn't talk about your
TBD.
conference, yeah, let us know because the next time that we are talking to you, we'll be previewing the conference. That's right. We've got one more episode this week. After this episode, we head to a weekend preview. A lot of games down in my neck of the world, South Florida. Carly, if it's up in your neck of the water or a lot of places in the United States, probably not going to be playing a lot of softball this weekend.
No. I mean, hey, it's finally over. I'll tell you what, we went from feeling like negative 30. Today it was like 25, dude. I was almost out there in shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah, it's
It
crazy.
felt
But
so good.
today, Carly, we are talking about the Sooner Athletic Conference, the Southern States Athletic Conference, the Sun Conference, who I work for, and the
Mhm.
Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. Carly, you want to tell the people how we break these things down into categories?
Yeah, a little bit different this year. We decided that we would go with our pick of player of the year, pitcher of the year, our breakout player, our surprise team, and then who we are dubbing as the regular season champ. If you're not mentioned, you
Don't feel
will
bad.
be at some point.
Don't
Don't
feel
feel
bad.
bad.
Don't feel
You
bad.
will get there. You go out and do something cool. You beat someone really good. We will
There we
speak
go.
about you.
There we go. We got a lot of softball, four
There's
months
a lot of teams, a lot
of
of softball.
softball. Yes.
We will get there.
And before we talk any more about these wonderful teams that we are going to talk about today, we're here to talk about today's sponsor for the preview of these four conferences, and that's our friends up in Baldwin City, Jaw Bats. Jaw Bats. Carly, you ever swing a bat and you're just like, that's the one?
Yeah.
That's every bat with jaw bats. And that could be if you're a player getting ready for your senior season, trying to be an all conference or an all American in the battle for the red banner, or if you're a coach swinging fungo in practice. Come on, we've seen some good ones over the years. Paul Hunt, Benedictine, great fungo.
That
Who's
man's
got
got a
another
lot of
good
swag.
one? Bruce Lennington, great fungo. Many coaches. So go ahead as the season approaches, get you new fungo. Parents, if you're watching and you got a little brother or little sister that's about to start their spring season, they've got youth bats as well. You go to jawbats.com, use code NAIASB20, and that's just the name of the podcast, NAIASB20. Jawbats.com, 20% off your order, and you help support the podcast. You can also help support the podcast by liking and subscribing. Our audio people rejoice. This is our very last YouTube only episode. Did that, wanted to drive it to the YouTube, and it's working. We're almost at 500 subscribers on the YouTube. Really want to push the YouTube, push the NAISB brand, push the social. So make sure you're following us on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Carly,
Yes, sir.
almost 8 months ago, Oklahoma City Stars
Hmm.
were a game away from the World Series. They lose 6-0. They then go up 2-0 in the top of the first inning. And I would have bet you any amount of money in my bank account, in Marcia's trust fund, and everything that I own. That was it. All due respect to
Yeah.
Southern Oregon, all due
I mean, I
respect to the Fred.
remember
Yeah.
that second home run, the way we looked at each other. Like, I thought, holy crap, here we go.
Yes. 2 years ago, this was,
Ooh.
we both went to the World
I remember
Series.
this one.
We both went to the World Series saying, and I will stand on 2024 Oklahoma City top three NAI softball team I've seen in my few
Hmm.
years, few years. But
To barbecue.
it is what it is. We start in the Sooner Athletic Conference, where we have some new. It's going to be different. It'll be a little
Yeah.
different. A lot of new faces, which has been the theme. We've said that quite a bit in the first 8 episodes for our conference previews heading into our last full-on conference preview episode. However, Coach Bobby Bridges is still there. Coach Phil McSpadden's still there. There are still a ton of good players at Oklahoma City. We, of course, will be talking about USAO, and we'll talk about some other teams as well. However,
Yeah.
Carly, my question to you, who is more motivated to get into, who do you think? Obviously, both are very much so, and we throw that term around. Everybody's motivated to get to Columbus, but there are two no bigger blue bloods in NAIA softball than USAO and Oklahoma City. Who is more motivated to get to Columbus? A team that felt like they should have had it at least once in the last 2 years, or a team that looked like they were certainly up there. Also, I would say USAO was one of the best teams in the country
I was
last
high on
year.
them I was really high on them at one point last year.
Yeah, yes. I mean, I think at multiple points throughout the year, we had USAO, if not our best team, one of our top two or three teams throughout the season. They did not make the World Series because a Grandview team got red hot. So, Carly, my question to you, who's more motivated to get to Columbus, the USAO Drovers or the Oklahoma City Stars?
Well, I really wanted to say the Stars, but I'm gonna go with USAO and the Drover crew. I think mostly this is just my opinion, but they could want to prove that they're the team that can make it there without, being known for Sophie Williams. Sophie Williams is gone now. They got to rely on Jaden Anderson and the rest of the staff, some new bats in the lineup. I think just to prove that they can do it without that big of a name in the circle as Sophie
Yeah.
Williams
Yeah,
might be a good reason.
lose her in the circle, lose Sierra Selfridge in the lineup. Those are two big spots that they have to feel, and we'll get into it. But Carly, I mean, she's my pick for Player of the Year in the Sooner. She was the Sooner Player of the Year last year.
Mm.
She was NAI Player of the Year last year. She is 100% going to be talked about as one of the favorites coming into the year. She is both of our Sooner Athletic Conference Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Annalise Rayburn, the numbers speak for themselves, Carly.
Yeah, dude. Just a subtle 486, 23 doubles, 28 home runs. More home runs than doubles is actually insane to me. And then triple digits with RBIs and 101. Um, that's like more than video game numbers.
She'll have,
In my best ever season of college softball, I had half as many RBIs as she had.
and you, like I said, first team All American, by the way. Um, she will be walked 30 to 35 times this year, minimum.
I would.
I don't, that's the
That's
only
like
thing. Like,
what's her name?
Riley Donovan, right?
Yep.
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 Is that seriously what you were thinking about? The Southern
Yeah.
Oregon catcher? Nice. All right, nice. Locked
Yeah.
in twin.
Yeah.
Um, oh yeah, because you were, of course, you were at that World Series. Yes.
I
Um,
witnessed her.
Annalise was the best player in Columbus last year, right? Like, and like
Yeah, at
obviously
the plate. Yeah.
what Ayla did was unreal. But like I'm, just jogging my memory. She was the best player in Columbus. If they would have won one of those games, she's probably yeah. Okay.
MVP. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. She's player of the year the Sooner. We don't need to talk about. Well, I got a feeling she's gonna come up a time or two
She might.
over the next 30 or 40 episodes that Carly and I do. But hey, there are plenty of other names across the Sooner to look out for her. I mean, her teammate, Tara Horner, is just absolutely phenomenal. Back-to-back first-team Sooners, obviously, freshman of the year a couple of years ago, sophomore year, 16 home runs, 73 RBIs. I mean, and who knows? It could be a situation where at the end of the year, because teams are kind of avoiding Annalise, maybe Tara gets a
Yeah.
little bit more, but we'll see.
Kind of like a stat pad, but not on purpose.
Yeah. A respectable stat pad. Um, y'all, everybody knows if I overvalue two positions in softball, it's probably pitcher and catcher more than anything. I'm going to go to one of the best catchers in the country and just go away from Oklahoma City and go with USAO, Leanne Eaton. I mean, very solid first 2 years heading into her junior year. Last year, batted 350. Had 11 doubles, 7 home runs, could absolutely take a tick up, and we'll see. But yeah, player of the year, kind of hard to not go. Um,
Yeah.
go. And look, if you haven't tuned in, Carly and I, we almost try to find ways to like disagree on some of these. So if we both agree on something, we feel pretty strong about it. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but we both feel pretty strong about it. Carly, we both feel pretty strong with our pitcher of the year, and it's who's going to be tossing into Leanne Eaton behind the dish for the Drovers. It is Jaden Anderson. She is way at her time, and now it is JJ's the ace in Chickasha, it seems.
Yeah, like I said, Sophie Williams kind of passing the ball off to Jaden Anderson. We've seen her limited the past 2 seasons, but we'll finally get a season where she is the Drovers number one, making assumptions here. Um, so, like I said, we saw limited action last year from her, but a 1.87 ERA in 89 the third innings pitch. She's got 63 strikeouts, 12-3 record. Um, yeah, we'll see what she can do when she gets to handle a lot more innings and a lot more teams and a lot more lineups. We'll just see what Jaden Anderson can do.
Yeah, I look. I think she's the
And we've
number
seen
one
what
on.
she's
Yeah, yeah.
done. Yeah, we know she's
We're
good.
not a breakout player, which we'll see, and it could be someone that challenges JJ a little bit. Spoiler for me, at least. Look, she's great, a great pitcher. Just so happened
Mhm.
to be behind one of the top five arms the last couple of years in NAIA softball, and again with Sophie Williams, we said this last year. If I'm going to war with anybody in the circle, that's a very short list. Jaden Anderson, last couple of years, is a number one on 90 and 95% of rosters in NAIA softball. But she's there with Coach Wallace. I think Coach Wallace had a good pitcher or two over the last few years.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. We talked about who do we talk about last week as a player I would have loved to have watched. I never really got to see or appreciate in an AI softball. Who do we talk about episode or
Oh,
two ago? Oh, I'm drawing a blank. Oh, Claudia, pitcher from Grandview. Emily Cerny, I technically did see pitch, but it was at the World Series in 22, and I'm like, yeah, she can throw pretty hard, but obviously I wasn't there. I wasn't really appreciating exactly how good she was. But yeah, we both have, all right, so we both have Raven, we both have Anderson. Let's get things moving a little bit quicker because we do have three more conferences to get to. I'm gonna stick with USAO for another pitcher, actually, Aubrey Ferguson, aka Breezy. I've heard so many big things about her. I think she breaks out and is going to have a huge year in the circle for the Drovers. There's going to be kind of a 1-2 punch that I was alluding to earlier. Aubrey Ferguson, my breakout player. Carly, who you got?
I stuck with pitcher as well. I went with Morgan D. Sawatsky, sophomore pitcher for the Stars. We talked about them losing Emerson Herron. They do return Brinley all slip, who saw good a decent amount of innings last year, but I think Morgan D will contribute a lot in 2026 to the circle and to the Stars. Um, Limited innings as a freshman, 41 in the third. But she did collect 23 strikeouts, 1.35 ERA, and kept opponents to just a 229 batting average. So I think that she will be pretty beneficial for the Stars this year, especially as they figure out how to navigate without Emerson Herron.
Love it. Carly, go ahead with your surprise team.
Okay. I went with the Oklahoma Panhandle State University. They returned their number one in the circle, Marin Jacobs, 3.15 ERA in 195 innings of work, struck out 107. And then most important for me was they brought back key returners at the plate for them. So second baseman Trinity Higgins, who hit 444 last year, had a whopping 74 stolen bases. And then Haley Vasquez, their third baseman and catcher, 337, 17 doubles, 7 home runs, and a team high 53 RBIs. A couple other names to mention, Melissa Carroll and Summer Marin. I think as long as they can find someone who can establish themselves as the number two behind Marin Jacobs, they will have a pretty solid season.
Yeah, that's the correct answer. It's just our picks are literally the same in so many other spots. I do think Oklahoma Panhandle State has the potential to jump up and be the number three team in the Senior Athletic Conference, and potentially make an opening around. I'll go Southwestern Christian, mostly because I'm really high on shortstop. They have coming back. Hannah Keeley, Keeley. Keeley, I think, coming back. Really good player for them. Mac Hughes, another team, of course, you always have
I
to
did
watch
think
out
about
for
MacU.
them. Yeah, I just don't really put them as a surprise team because if they finish third and make the opening round again, that's not really a surprise for me. But Serena Rodriguez comes back really, really solid in the outfield. Caitlin Herman's an experienced catcher coming back. Emerson Dickinson coming back. New coach, Coach Ellie Espinoza taking over. They also have someone we remember watching a little bit this summer in the AUSL, Maria Lopez helping out. So pretty cool, former Utah Ute.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. Carly, Oklahoma City. I got them winning the regular season and the Sooner.
Yeah, that's another one we're gonna have to agree on this episode.
Yeah, the lineup is going to be ridiculous. The pitching, I question, but
Never question
yeah,
Phil.
yeah. I mean, flip a coin. One side lands on the Drovers, one side lands on the Stars, and the other one will beat the regular season champ in the conference tournament. Probably.
Yep.
We'll
Usually how it
see.
goes.
Yep. Okay. Southern States Athletic Conference. Carly,
Yeah.
I got a lot to talk about here.
Okay. You wanna pop off or
Yeah, I got to pop off a little bit.
hit
Southern
it?
States last year got 5 teams to the opening round. A lot of people were not happy about it. Let's just call it what it is. No, there were a lot of people not happy about it. Of course, we're not going to say who they were, but I mean,
No snitch.
you know, some people did get in. Some people didn't get in. The Southern States got 5 teams in. Hand up, I disagreed with it pretty heavily. Carly, I know you had opinions. I'm not going to speak for you
Yeah.
in it. I didn't agree. Thought the Southern States was a conference that was good enough to get 3 teams in, to AQ. But I thought, hey, that's a 3-bid league, maybe 4. They got to 5. I didn't love it. Then
Five is crazy.
the fifth team, UT Southern, I believe they were the 5th team in, correct? For Southern States.
I think so.
Either way, they were they were definitely a team that was discussed with. Yeah. Um, they go and beat LSUA. They go on a run all the way to facing CMU. Obviously, I can't get through CMU, but still a valiant effort from UT Southern. That was last year. Who cares? I want all that water under the bridge because Southern State's the top 3 conference in NAIA Softball in 2026. And the Lord our Savior 2026, it is the second or third best. And as far as depth, it is undoubtedly the second best behind the Heart. As far as
Yeah.
top end production, I could say it's the second behind the Cascade. The depth is 100% better than the Cascades. And I'm not going to say 100. It's probably better than the Cascades. And the top end, we'll see how it all shakes out. But don't be surprised if a good portion of the year there's more top 15, top 25 teams in the Southern States than in the Heart. And I'm not taking a shot at the Heart there. I just think they're the deepest conference. We've already discussed that on the Heart episode. There is a theme in the Southern States this year that is not a theme that a lot of NAI softball and NAI sports and sports in general this year. What do you think that is, Carly?
Transfer portal?
Close. There are some good transfers we'll talk about in the Southern States, some really good transfers. There is not a lot of production missing from last year.
Mm. Yeah.
Across the NAI in baseball and softball, especially this spring, a lot of people gone. Just nature of the beast. Eventually, the COVID babies. Carly, you and I were in the middle of that group, anyways. When we were student athletes in the NAI, they have found their way into the real world.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, whatever.
Although I didn't take my 5th year, so
Bruce, she's gonna be in Williamsburg one day.
actually I was gonna take my extra year and go play flag football for the University of Nebraska.
Flag football's popping off. Good for flag football. That thing is popping off. All right, let's get back on track.
Yep.
Southern States is going to be really, really good this year, Carly. I think that I would be shocked if there's not at least 4 opening round teams in the Southern States. I think that they will be deserving of 4, maybe 5. 5 is a ton.
5 is crazy.
5 is a lot for any conference. Happened with 2 conferences last year, and yeah. Yeah, they're going to be really good. Again, it's got to do with arc and all that. So we'll see how this year is. We're going to do less predicting and more reacting when it comes to all that this year. But I love this conference. I'm all in on the Southern States. I'm very excited for this conference. It's going to be really good softball. There's a lot of newcomers coming in, and I think there's a serious red banner threat, at least one. I think I've got, and never mind. I've got a team we'll talk about at the end. Carly, I'll let you have at it. What's your kind? You've done your research on the Southern States. You think I'm overhyping them? Am I sitting around the? Be honest. Did I just overhype the Southern States, or do you think it's warranted? This could be second or third best conference in NAIA softball this year.
Uh, I don't know. I'm kind of in between
You know me.
overhyped and normal.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know
I
me.
can see three for sure opening round,
Okay. One of mine, I don't
but I
think.
wouldn't be shocked by four.
Yeah, I got a team that I think can make a jump in there. But let's get into it. Carly, your player of the year in the Southern States.
Yeah, I went with Julia Shaw, the senior pitcher and first baseman for William Carey. Hit 420 in her junior campaign, 14 doubles, 3 home runs, 41 RBIs. Pretty solid numbers in a junior campaign. I really bounced back and forth between her and her teammate Layla Clark. She had pretty similar numbers, maybe a little less in the RBI and doubles, but 31 stolen bases. But all in all, I went Julia Shaw.
Okay, I got a rant, not really a rant, but a stance I'm gonna take on a team at the end of this, and y'all are gonna kind of figure out who it is as we build up throughout it. But the first domino to fall, my player of the year is something I don't do often. I've been very consistent. My player of the years for all of these have been players I've seen play or at least seen a live stream, and I feel confident in. I'm gonna take a little bit of a risk. It's a newcomer. It's Jaden Sawyer. She's pitcher and infielder for William Carey, and these numbers are impressive. A junior college Division II first team All American in 2024. In 2 years at Jones, she hit 45 home runs, 126 RBI. She went 30-9 in the circle with a 2.95 ERA. Carly, you're going to talk a little bit about William Carey's pitching staff in a second, but they add that on top of it. I'll put a pin because again, I'm gonna come back there. Faulkner. Faulkner is a serious team to watch out for this year. I believe in the Southern States. They are a team I think could be one that sneaks in to the opening round and make them, you think, a 3 to a 4. I think a 4 to a 5 bid league potentially. Chloe Davidson was the player of the year, of course, last year. I think she could do it again. She batted 480 last year. Addie Jarman was freshman of the year for Faulkner last year at 31 extra base hits, batted 422. Excited to see what she does. Then a player to kind of sneaky watch out for. Can really put her under breakout. She was a first team all conference player a year ago. But Tori Wright, catcher, Bruton Parker, batted just under 400 with 18 doubles and 25 stolen bases in a very high value position at catcher. Yeah, that's three names to watch out for outside of that. But pitcher of the year, Carly. I'm gonna go first because then we kind of go back to back here.
Okay.
My pitcher of the year is Avery Harrell, Mobile. Phenomenal pitcher, one of my favorite pitchers to watch over the last 3 years. Heading into her senior year, fully expect her to be around that 1.5 ERA she set for the majority of her career. She was 12-5 with a 1.68 last year. I think she's going to have another great year for Mobile in the circle, and another year being a first team all conference player.
Yeah. Um, Going over to mine, I will start off and say I was not aware of Jaden Sawyer's game, so Reagan beat me to that one. But I went with another William Carey pitcher, Rhiannon Neiman, as a junior, had a 1.85 ERA, 173 and two-thirds innings worked, recorded a 17-9 record last year, 121 strikeouts. Opponents hitting just 229 against her. I think seeing the potential of Neiman and Sawyer being
Well,
in the circle. Well, what?
no good.
I was just gonna say the potential of those two. I mean, you got a doubleheader, you got to face one and then the other. That's scary.
Well, don't forget they still have Ryan Hornsby back. I
Yeah.
mean, she was,
Yep.
I mean, 2 years ago she was All American. Like I think I don't was she an All American 2 years ago? She certainly put up All American numbers 2 years ago.
Hmm.
Let me pull up her career. At her pull up here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. 2024, 1.69 ERA, 27 9, 231 innings, 106 strikeouts. Less innings, but actually one more strikeout last year. But ERA did, I mean, spike all the way up to 2.33. Needless to say,
Oh,
they've got three phenomenal pitchers
yeah.
in the circle. And we talked about this, I think, World Series episode or around episode. But hey, they've got an someone that knows the program has won there. Wendy Hogue is uh, uh, to take over as the head coach. Coach Fletcher has obviously done a good job for a long time. William Carey is the assistant coach. So, I mean, head coach, the assistant coach, and new head coach comes in, adds something a little different. Obviously, went to William Carey, so sense of pride there. You know how much I love hearing coaches back at their alma mater. Um, and yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm just going to wrap it up there. I think William Carey's a World Series team. Sorry, I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't feel like doing the yelling thing and all that tonight. Well, because I think if I did that, I'd be like, we still got two more conferences to talk about. But
It's
no,
only Tuesday.
yeah, we just talked about two great returning pitchers.
Mhm.
We just talked about a game changer that is coming back, or is coming in at JUCO level. They return a good bit on their roster in their lineup. It's a team that I just felt like left a lot of meat on the bone last year, and they're experienced and gosh, one of the best pitching staffs in the country coming in. They've got some game changers coming in. JUCO, I've heard a lot of great things about the new coach. I think they are a team that can be in the World Series. And I don't, you know what? Screw it. They're my
Uh-oh.
Mobat from last year. They're my Mobat from last year. They're my kind of couple people talking about them. Not everybody's talking about them, but and of course I was wrong. Mobat didn't make the World Series last year. I know before everybody jumps on me about that. I'm on them. I'm gonna get on them early. I'm buying a lot of stock into. Yep, I'm buying a lot of stock. All right, go ahead.
Breakout player?
I guess.
Okay. Switching it up from the William Carey theme, I went with junior outfielder Annalise Bunsey for Thomas. As a sophomore, hit 331, 14 doubles, three triples, five jimmies, team high 35 RBIs. I think it's very possible for her to get up over that 30 extra base hit, um, bump up the batting average, maybe 375, 400. Definitely not, breakout player All American numbers, but I think breakout player, first team All Conference, maybe pushing it there in the uh conference accolades, awards.
Yep, I got someone kind of similar. Maybe, I mean, who knows? I mean, if you go crazy improvement on these numbers, could certainly be talked about maybe in some fringe All Americans talks. But Ella Singletary, a really good player, really good in the circle. I'm not going to talk too much about UT Southern because you are here in a second. But yeah, 340 batting average. Also had a 2.36 ERA, 141 strikeouts last year. I think she breaks out. Gets that ERA to a sub 2 ERA. We'll see what happens with the bat, but I could see pitching wise because Tennessee Southern they kind of broke out last year. Carly, you think they
They
continue that
did.
breakout here in 2026?
Yeah, I picked them as my surprise team this year. Like you mentioned, Ella Singletary can swing it and can definitely toss it for them in the circle. That's part of why I chose them. They bring her back. They bring back Stella Gilbreth. And then they return some of their bigger bats in the lineup. Michaela McLean, outfielder Haley McDaniel, Lauren Petty, a team that we saw make a pretty good run last year in the opening rounds. I think could make a run just as easily again this year.
I already talked about them. I got the Faulkner Eagles. Talked about a couple of their players. I mean, Chloe Davidson back, Madeline Becker back, Anna Segers shortstop, a lot of the infield back. But I think I said this around this time last year with Faulkner. Can we hold teams? Can we play good defense? Can we pitch well? If they can do that, they can surprise me. I think they've got a very very good lineup. One of the better lineups I've seen coming into the season. Certainly I think a top 25 offensive team in 2026. We'll see what everything else looks like. Pretty obvious here, Carly. I got William Carey winning the regular season.
I do as well.
Yeah. Won't be surprised to see Mobile if they do it. Obviously, they've got
Yeah.
the pitcher. They've got good experienced players.
Got some transfers.
Yeah, they got some JUCO pitchers or some JUCO transfers as well. Good players back, but we'll see. That's how we got the Southern States shaken out, and now we head to God's country. And it is God's country because he has smiled on us.
Where
And
is
when
it?
the
There it is.
entire country is covered in snow, the sunny sun conference has been nice and warm. Today was actually brutal. It actually got down in the low 40s today. That sucked. May snow in
Ooh,
Tampa. It may snow in Tampa. Word on the street. Uh, the
that's crazy.
Sun Conference. I thought last year was a great year for the Sun Conference. Kaiser getting into the opening round. Coastal Georgia back in the opening round, of course, and then St. Thomas. Oh man, that it felt like that was a big opportunity for St. Thomas. Tough opening
Yeah,
round, yes. Tough
yeah.
opening round, yes. Man, that's a brand new team in Miami Gardens. Love me some Coach JC Gutierrez, but holy smokes, they replace a lot. And of course, Southeastern. Carly, I thought they went to a very winnable regional
Hmm.
last year. And then your Midland Warriors said, "How about that? How
Yep.
about that? How about
They
that?
said, "How you doing?"
How about that?" Carly, I love your player of the year pick.
Thank you.
From my conference, my Sun conference.
I whipped that
Uh,
up while I was cooking dinner.
Come on, well, talk about it because we've been high on her the last 2 years. And this is could potentially be her breakout year. You certainly think so.
Yeah, the junior shortstop for Kaiser Genesis Iglesias hit 366 in her sophomore year campaign, 16 doubles, three triples, two home runs. Had the was the team leader in RBIs with 47, and very impressive 20 walks, and she's got a little bit of speed, 11 stolen bases. Um, yeah, very solid middle infielder for Kaiser.
Yeah, I mean she got better last year. Very, very, very good player, and I'm actually going to go see her play Friday is the plan. Go down there and watch the Seahawks play the Grandview Vikings, but we'll save that. My player of the year is Riley Mills, one of the best two-way players in NAIA softball last year. She went 11 and 8, 2.05 ERA, and she also batted 368 with 16 doubles and 40 RBIs. All around, very, very good player for Coach Mike Minnick. I got a pair of outfielders for the Southeastern Fire, though. Some potential
Yep.
player of the years. Riley McKinney, 23 extra base hits, batted 365 last year. Ella Brooks, 35 stolen bases, batted 384. If we know anything about Southeastern, they are going to burn up those base paths. I think both of those girls will see a bit increase in chances this deal and the stolen bases coming from that. But we'll see. Pitcher of the year, I'll stick with the Southeastern theme, Carly. I'll go with Eden Playa. Parenthesis. Well, oh, never mind. I don't. Okay, never mind. I see you've got what was going to be in my parentheses as your pitcher of the year. So I'll let you talk about it. But Eden Playa was phenomenal last, or has been phenomenal in Lakeland career. 37 and 10, 1.55 ERA. He's got 300 innings under her belt. However, got to give a shout out to a fellow Weber Warrior, Taylor Thomas. Yeah,
Yeah.
heading into our own had a phenomenal career in Babson Park. Hey, if Weber wants to peak, they're going to need Taylor Thomas to be one of the best pitchers in the Sun Conference once again in 2026. Your pitcher of the year.
Maria Zelenka.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's what I was
Zelenka.
going to say. I was going to say one of the Southeastern pitchers will probably will be
Yeah.
my pick for pitcher of the year.
Yeah. She's mine. Southeastern won it as a sophomore. 1.3 ERA, 17 and 4 record, 103 strikeouts. And probably the most impressive stat was opponents hit just 204 off of her, which is insane. I got to roll with Zelenka
I
with the
like it.
fire.
The fire. Give me fuel. Give me fire. Love their run out for football. So good. Breakout player. Let's just stick with the Southeastern train. Jaden Fuller, a new name in the Sun conference, but we knew her from St. Mary of the Woods last year, where she batted 364 with 12 extra base hits as a freshman. Uh, I may change mine.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Is that fair or is that foul?
you can have two for all I care.
Yeah. Um, you know what?
You want to sit on it? I'll go on mine.
No, no, I'm gonna change it. I want to change it.
All right,
Yeah.
hit it.
Yeah, Mackenzie Masternack. So just again, hey, I'll respect Jaden Fuller. Watch her go and have an All-American season, and let's go back to this moment.
Prove you wrong.
I do think she will be a breakout player. She will be a really good player this year in the Sun Conference. But I'm gonna go Mackenzie Masternack, and not so much breakout in the Sun Conference. Oh, she was the first team All Sun Conference player last year. That still counts as like I for what I'm saying. Like, hey, she can break out and be like a All
Talked about
American. Look,
nationally.
you took
Yeah,
you took
I know
freshman of
what
the
you're
year in
getting
the heart.
at.
You took freshman of the year in the heart a couple episodes ago. So whatever. But yeah, seriously, McKenzie last year 17-7. Look at me like that. 1.85 ERA, 158 and two thirds innings pitch. Yeah, breakout player, whatever. One of them, whatever. Who's your breakout player?
I'm rocking with Coastal Georgia's Riley Smith. Had a pretty impressive freshman year. I mean, sub 300, 286, but had seven doubles and an impressive 10 home runs, collected 37 RBIs, was second on the team behind Riley Mills. So I think if she finds a way to cut back a little bit on the strikeouts and just find a way to put the ball more in play, give herself a chance, make the defense make the play, I think she'll have a phenomenal year as a sophomore.
We took two kind of different routes for surprise team, I feel like. I think your surprise team is better suited to win the Sun Conference. I think my surprise team is like a hey, maybe watch out for them. Like, don't be surprised if they get one against like Coastal, get one against Southeastern, and kind of their way into like being the fourth or fifth seed in the Sun Conference.
Yeah.
I like your surprise team. We've already talked a little bit about them, but go ahead for your surprise team.
Yeah, I chose Kaiser because last year, I mean, it feels kind of similar. I mean, last year I had my money on Southeastern. I had my money on, spoiler alert, I had my money on Southeastern again this year to be regular season champs. And then it was kind of a toss up between two, three, and four for me
Yeah.
in the conference. So that's why I picked Kaiser as a toss up. I mean, if they were to go on and win the conference, we all wouldn't be super duper surprised. But my main reasoning is they bring back two experienced pitchers with
Yeah.
Mackenzie Masternack, Maggie Miller. They bring back my player of the year pick, Genesis Iglesias, and a couple of supporting bats in the lineup. I think there's just a few people in the lineup from stepping up or having, I don't know, breakout player number years from taking the regular season.
Yeah, I think you really hit the nail on the head because, yeah, again, spoiler alert, I'm picking Southeastern to win the regular season title, and I think there is a little bit of a log jam, if you will, after that kind of two through four. So I won't pick one of the. And when I say I mean Coastal Georgia, St. Thomas, and Kaiser. So I won't pick a different team outside of that three. I'm gonna go with New College of Florida. Mostly just because, last year coach passed away. Obviously, is a very, very, very sad situation. Got to be delicate with the hiring process, everything. And I think they hit a home run with it. I'm a
Yeah.
huge fan of Corbin Weeks. He put together an insane turnaround at Montreat in one off season. We'll see what it looks like. I mean, New College doesn't need to. What was not a 8 9 10 10 8 9 10 8 9 10 win team a year ago. They were a team that was in the opening round in the conference tournament a year ago. So we'll see. I think he could set up. Don't be surprised if they send one of those four outside of the top four. But yeah, and I think in years to come, New College will be one of those teams that we are talking about as a team that will regularly be competing for a Sun Conference regular season championship. One team we have not talked a lot about, though, is St. Thomas. That is because, well, we don't know a ton about them on the field because a lot of new players. But what I do know, and someone we did not mention, and kind of shame on us for not mentioning as a potential player of the year, is Maya Achenbach.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad I caught that one. Glad I caught
yeah.
that one.
Slap me
Yeah,
on my wrist.
yeah. Last year, I mean, sick.
I remember
I
talking about
don't.
her a lot.
Yeah, I think it was like 360. Probably had 15 to 20 extra base hits. Probably just 15 to 20 stolen bases. Really, really good player for St. Thomas. They're gonna need her to be Superwoman,
Yeah.
obviously.
She'll be their glue this year.
Yeah, we both have Southeastern winning the regular season. Who do you have finishing second in the Sun Conference?
Hmm. I'm gonna rock with my surprise team, Kaiser.
It's not a bad pick. I got Coastal, but that's not a bad pick. All right. Bulletin board time for everybody not where are they located? Somewhere right outside Detroit. Madonna Crusaders. Carly, I'm not doing this. One, because I don't want to chop my pinky off. And two, because it's a bit from another podcast, my favorite podcast, Part of My Take. If I had to pick one conference correctly, as far as who's winning it, and if they lose it, I have to cut my pinky off. I think I would pick the Madonna Crusaders to win the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference in 2026.
That's crazy. No,
But
it's
am I
not.
wrong?
No.
But am I wrong?
I would personally pick like Georgia Gwinnett in their conference.
Uh, yeah. Okay, fair. I don't.
But
I almost said something mean, but I'm not. The WHAC. And also there
yeah.
are good teams in the WHAC this year
Yeah, there are.
outside. I mean, Indiana Tech is a good team with a really good, a really experienced pitcher coming back that you're going to talk about. Northern Ohio, they bring back good, experienced pitching. However, we're about to talk a lot about Madonna. Player of the year, Carly.
Yeah.
She was second team All American last year. She was the player of the year in the WHAC in 2025. Ashley Rosewich, one of my favorite players to watch over the last couple of years. 28 stolen bases, 27 extra base hits, 467 batting average last year. You got a fun one though.
I do have a fun one.
You got a fun one as an honorable mention. So go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. I went Morgan Jenkins of Cornerstone.
As
Um,
honorable mention, or because you got Ashley as player of
yeah,
the year.
yeah.
Okay,
It's hard to
okay,
go against Ashley, but I
okay.
did like Megan's numbers, and I think she's still gonna have a great year. Is she gonna win
Yeah.
Player of the Year? TBD. Um, but I thought I would at least give her the shout out because, like I said, she had a great junior year. 357, nine doubles, seven triples, three home runs, collected 39 RBIs, 30 walks, and then was 35 of 36 for stolen bases. So great numbers from Morgan Jenkins in Cornerstone.
I got a list of players from Madonna that could also win it this year. Brent Antu, one of the best freshmen
Yep.
in the country last year, first baseman, batted 485, 22 doubles, 64 RBIs. She could certainly be up there. Ashley Rosewich, we talked about her. Reagan Finkbeiner, pretty good last year. 10 doubles, 356. I think Ella Thomas is back. Yeah, Jesus. All right.
Yeah.
Hey,
That whole
hey,
team is potential for
hey.
Player of the Year,
Lord, we ain't even talked about the
respectfully.
next part.
No.
Pitcher of the year. They've got a three-headed monster pitching. They've got a freshman I'm not going to talk much about because y'all know I'm not much on talking about. Even though she was a heck of a pitcher, y'all know I don't really like talking about pitching until or pitching. I don't really like talking about freshman players until we see something happen in college with them.
Yeah.
Camille Oyer, however, is back. See what she gained from last year. See if she can step up to be an ace pitcher. Don't know if she'll need to because they've got a JUCO transfer coming in named Avery Wolverton. One or the other. Whoever the number one is going to be pitcher of the year. I'm going to give it to Oyer on the graphic because she's
That's what
been
we
there.
know.
But
Yeah.
Avery Wolverton, we talked a lot about Laney Bailey at LSUA is one of the biggest transfer gets in this past cycle. Avery Wolverton probably 1A, all West Coast Conference pitcher in 2023 and 2024. Didn't pitch that much last year, so we'll see what the reasoning for that was. But I trust Ron Pizzoni, and when he says he's got a good player, he's got a good player, and I think that's a very, very good player.
I think he might know what he's doing over there.
They're scary. They're
Yeah.
yeah. We didn't. Never mind. I
Did
don't want to go
we?
down that. Yeah, that. Well, yeah. What we talked about last week.
Yeah, did we mention
Yeah.
them?
Uh. But that was quick. That was kind of
Yeah,
the exercise. That was
that
the
was off the
exercise.
rip.
Yeah.
Yeah. I even made a naughty,
Um.
so whatever.
Yeah.
Should just cut the bit.
Okay. Your pitcher of the year is who I have as honorable mention for a potential pitcher of the year. So go ahead.
Yeah, I liked your pick with this one, so I stole it. Savannah Bravo for Indiana Tech
Yep. Yeah.
had two really good seasons her freshman and sophomore year, a 1.86 ERA, a 1.55, 137 versus 139 strikeouts. Had a little bit of a slip up last year, didn't put up the numbers that she has been used to, but was still productive with a sub 3 ERA. Had a 500 record on the year and 144 strikeouts, her most as of yet. So I think if she can find a way back to her freshman sophomore year numbers, maybe even improve those a little bit, she could have the potential to be pitcher of the year if we don't see what we're expecting from any of Madonna's carousel of pitching.
Yeah. We'll see. Breakout player. It could be Wolverton. But I feel like she's got enough swagoo on her kind of coming in. Maybe it's not fair to call her that. So I'll go with another transfer they got. That's Chelsea Weatherford, catcher, transferring in from Western Michigan. Don't know a ton about her as far as what she's done on the field, but heard a lot of great things. So yeah, Chelsea Weatherford's my breakout player. It's another D1 transfer that they got rolling in. Yeah, they're going to be pretty good this year, Carly.
Eh, yeah, give or
They're going
take.
to be all right. They're going to be all right. But I like yours. Good pick for your breakout.
Yeah, Katie Carlson of Aquinas, right? Aquinas.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure. Sure.
Sure.
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
Sure.
Junior third baseman, sophomore campaign hit 381, an impressive 18 doubles, 5 home runs, 2 triples, collected 38 RBIs, and a perfect 8 for 8 on stolen bases. I think Katie Carlson has the potential to get over that 400 batting average mark, maybe 30 extra base hits. And you know what? Screw it. 10 stolen bases.
Come on.
Come on. Give it to me.
When I say surprise team,
Anyone's a surprise team, in my
yeah,
opinion.
yeah. This team did not win the tournament last year. Remember that. Madonna did not win the tournament last year, but we don't talk about tournaments here yet. I think Una, experienced pitching coming back. My surprise team. I'll take the experienced pitching coming back. Good. You're good.
Oh, that's all you got?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. I went with Indiana Tech, like I mentioned earlier, Savannah Bravo. They bring back a little bit more than three-fourths of their starting lineup, especially main producers Kirsten Delaney and Melissa Cabrera. That's my pick, surprise team. If anyone's gonna do it, I think it's them.
With all due respect, Carly,
Should we say it at the same time and see if we have the same answer?
for who's going to win the conference? No. My question was going to be over under zero point 0.5 losses in the WHAC for Madonna this year. They've done this before. I think they've done it
Uh,
twice.
I remember they did it at least for sure my first year. Did they do it last year?
I
No.
think they did it last
Yeah.
year. Obviously they lost in the tournament, but
Yeah.
things happen.
Yeah.
Do they lose
Oh,
again?
I'm gonna say over. I'm gonna say they get one loss. Max.
I'm checking to see. It's just a really good team.
Yeah.
And, you know,
It's insanely hard to go your entire conference, your entire season and not lose
they did. They
conference.
went
Entire
24 and
conference.
0. They went 24 and 0 in conference last year, as you say that. And they went 22 and 0 in 2024. They went,
Okay, I'm gonna double
okay.
down then, because it's
You
about
said they're
time
going
they
to lose
lose
two.
one.
They're going to lose two.
One. They're losing one.
Do they lose their first conference
You said
game?
point 0.5. I'm picking they lose one.
Okay. Okay. Do they lose their first conference game since 2023? How late in the year? They lost to Lords April 27th. They lost 2-1 to
Ooh,
Lords.
was it a walk-off?
Uh, maybe. It was. It
Oh my God.
was. How about
Who
that?
am I? Who am I?
Brooke Albert hit a two RBI single to left center field to beat Mason Schloud.
Huh.
What a moment for Miss Brooke Albert.
Hmm.
Huh. Pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Well,
Hit a walk off on against Brooke Albert hit a walk off against Mason Schloud. Mason Schloud, what a pitcher.
yeah.
Yeah. Mason Schloud, great pitcher. She's coaching there. I know she was
Is she?
last year. Yeah, she was there last year. Um, yep. Talked about her cat. She loves her cats. Remember that.
Hmm.
Yeah, Madonna's gonna be really good. This and look, how about we play this game? I'm gonna say a conference. You let me know if Madonna wins this conference. Okay.
Okay.
The Sun,
Yes.
the Southern States,
Yes.
the Mid South.
Yeah.
Hmm. They open up the year
Sorry,
with Camp.
Bruce.
They open up the year with Campbellsville and Cumberland's.
Yeah.
I don't think. Never mind. Um, I was gonna say something else about Mid South and coaches, but we don't need to do that. Look, if we say something on the podcast and it's dated information, we go with the best we got.
Yep.
We'll leave it at that. I like this. Would Madonna win the heart of America?
Hmm.
That's a grind. We'll find out. We'll find out how deep the
Okay,
pitching is.
would they win it regular season
Yeah, it's regular season. I'm
or
not
just
playing
in
what
general?
regular.
Like tournament?
What? Nah, you can't because I mean tournament. Who knows what happens? I mean, especially with the kind of
Yeah.
pitching they got. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's why I think Madonna's a really good. Where if you want to, fun one to team to win the World Series, give me the team that's got uh, three really really good. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But regular season, could they win? Obviously.
I think they could win the heart.
What? All right. Okay. What percentage would you
Confidence
give
wise,
them? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was going to ask that for another conference, but how do you feel about it for the heart?
I'm like an 80.
80% confident they could walk in the heart of America and win it.
Yeah.
Wow.
75, 80.
Okay.
Now,
The ca-
if they prove me wrong, we don't, if the pitchers don't do what we think they're gonna do,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
look like an idiot. So
Oh, we're gonna look bad. Hey, if Madonna
probably,
sucks, we quit.
hey,
We
just a couple
retire.
people out here growing the game. So
Growing the game.
whatever.
What percentage chance do they have winning the Cascade?
Hmm. 45, 50.
50? God, it's crazy. Because all right, all right,
Ayla
all
Davies
right,
could
all right, all
pitch
right, all right. Hold on,
three
hold on, hold
games in a
on.
row and then some and still hold up.
Because to me, that means you're giving them 50% of the pie, and then you've got to divvy up 50% of the pie with Oregon Tech, Eastern Oregon, and
Yeah,
Southern Oregon.
never mind. I give them a good
Like I'd give
twenty,
him like a
25.
20. I'd give him like I think I'd be
Yeah.
really generous.
Yeah,
Give him
I didn't think about it
25.
that way. I just
Yeah.
thought
Does that change how
50%
you feel
someone
about them winning
else.
the heart?
Uh, no, because I
I
think
think
their
I, th- I think I
biggest
think they'd
op
win
in
the
the
heart.
heart is Mobap. Yeah.
Mobap, yeah.
All they
Yeah.
really just have to get past Mobap.
Their biggest op
Not
in the
saying
heart.
everyone. Yeah, you like that?
I like that. My bad, nephew. I didn't know you was with the kids like that. I didn't know you was out the street for
Yeah,
real.
my search history is cool words to say to sound like them kids.
Yeah. What's up,
Op.
fellow youth? Um, I get to see Lou Yasinich in a couple days. Are you jealous?
A little bit.
I love that guy. Um, okay. I don't feel like there's any. Oh, okay. Okay. How about this question? Where do you feel like Madonna? Okay. I'm trying to think of how to word it. Three conferences.
This is crazy for a team we don't know.
Oh, I don't
Pitching
care.
wise.
I know, but the lineup's great. Their
The
lineup's
lineup's
great. The
really good.
lineup's great. I don't
And they
know.
have a
Are
great
we,
track
are
record.
you want to play this game again with a team that we're pretty confident is going to win their conference? You want to play this again with LSUA?
Mm. Okay.
It's LSUA walking to the heart and win it.
No.
I don't either. I don't think they do that either. Um.
This is crazy. We're either
Hold
making
on,
people
hold on,
happy or
hold
we're
on, hold
pissing
on.
people off.
I don't. Yeah. What? I don't care. We gotta look.
Come find me.
How about the crossroads for LSUA?
Hmm.
I think they're better than Indiana Wesleyan. I
Yeah.
don't know if they're better than Marion.
Yeah. That's where I get stuck.
Yeah, pitching is. Their pitching's better than Marion's.
Yeah.
How? You'll go ahead and answer, and then I got something.
No, I'm with you. I get stuck at Marion.
Yeah, I think it's a toss up there. How similar are Marion and Madonna? D1 transfer catcher.
Yeah.
Not really sure what the pitching is going to look like,
I
but
might put,
think the
I mean,
pitching is
even though
good.
God forbid I still don't know everything about Madonna's pitching, I still might put more money on Madonna than Marion. That might be
Marion.
bold.
I think they're very, very similar. Kind of honestly, coaches are kind of similar.
Yeah.
And I kind of say older white guys. Shout out my guys, but shout out my guys Scott and Ron. But they're kind of similar. Um,
Yeah.
Similar teams. They're going to be able to mash. I
Yeah.
feel confident they're going to win their conference. I don't know. What about you? You got anything? You got anything fun? Or this is a pretty good episode.
Yeah.
Four
I got nothing.
conferences. Uh, we will be back Thursday, so tomorrow with a conference preview, or no conference preview, with a weekend preview.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, do we need to do that?
Do
Should
what?
we just look at the? I don't know if we need to do a weekend preview episode. Do you just want to look at the scoreboard with me real quick and kind of look at,
Yeah.
because what do we have to talk about preview wise that we
There's
haven't?
not that many games. It'd be like a
Well, and also if you want a preview for these teams, go to the conference and go there. And if we talk about them, cool. And if we don't, whatever. Um,
let's see here.
I mean, we talk about our featured matchups at least. The ones that we've got highlighted. Um, Grandview Kaiser is going to be a phenomenal game. We talked about Kaiser a lot already. I tell you
Hmm.
what, I'm very excited to be in person. Hopefully to see Mackenzie Masternack against Madeline Waldorf in the
Yeah.
circle. That's going to be great. Also on Friday,
We'll get our first look at Olu without
yeah,
Vinny.
get first look of Olu. Oklahoma Panhandle State going down. We talked about them. That could be really, really good. We'll see if they hold up resume wins, but at least feel good wins. So that's a big one um, to open up the season. And also, I'm just hesitant because I'm looking at these games in Louisiana. like Central Baptist going to play Louisiana Christian at LSUA. That's
Hmm.
technically opening day is Thursday. Um, Now, look, obviously, Embry-Riddle and LSUA is going to be a phenomenal game. It's just a matter of if it's going to be played this weekend with all the weather. Yeah, I don't. I'm glad we're doing this. I don't
This is
think
a
we
good
need it.
idea.
Yeah, just giving you a couple to watch out for that we see. Hastings at Ottawa. I like Ottawa this year.
I do too.
Yeah, this
That was
year
my
is your
surprise
surprise
team.
team. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just a couple games. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't try to squeeze that into an entire episode. All right. Um, that's all I got. You good?
I'm good.
All right. I'm Reagan. That's Carly, and that was NAISB.